Everybody, y'all already know we got some of those restaurants in our cities where we don't even know how they are still open. Mine has to be Church's Chicken. I have no clue how that greasy ass chicken is still open.
I mean, to be honest with you, I never had it.
I never had it either, man, but it smelled like peanut oil from the hood. You know what I mean?
What about Raising Cane's? Like, you mess with Raising Cane's?
Yeah, I love Raising Cane's. I talk about Raising Cane's all the time. I just wish that they would come out with different type of tenders. Like, I think that they need to add, like, throw in the tenders and some barbecue or some buffalo. Like how you know how usual tender spots go.
Yeah. I mean, they don't need that. They got the sauce. Like, I mean, once you got that sauce, that's all you need.
But all they got is cane sauce, Louisiana hot sauce,
need,
and ketchup.
That's all you need. Too many options make shit hectic. That's what happened to Wingstop.
You think so? Yeah. So you think that they messed up with the what was it? The chicken sandwich and the thighs?
Sandwiches? I mean, the thighs, they didn't really have much of a choice because it was like a chicken shortage or whatever. I don't know how that happened. Like,
yeah, that is true. All this clone meat out here. I don't know
I
how
thought
that
it was hella chickens out here, but I guess not. But shit, the sandwich, they need to release a sandwich for what?
But for some weird reason, I don't know if they have a shortage on sandwiches because them Wingstop sandwiches stay sold out. Like, they be like, oh, yeah, we don't have those. No, I never had it.
Yeah, me neither.
But it is pretty dope because they actually drop the breast inside of whatever your salsa you're choosing is. Yeah. And then I think it's like a broish bun, or it may be some cheap shit. Who knows? Yeah, I never even had it.
Cheap shit. Let's be honest. It's Wingstop.
Okay. Okay.
Now, for me personally, like, and I'm talking to y'all, like, yo, if you at rallies, if you at what's that one place, like
Checkers,
Sonic and shit like that?
Oh, Sonic. Okay.
Like, nigga, what are you doing with your life? like me personally, I would never eat that shit. Like, I don't know how they're still in business. Like, I don't know who goes there. Matter of fact, the other night I was driving down I forgot what it was, like East Broad, whatever, and it was like a rallies. The shit was like,
you talking about in what's it called, Whitehall?
Yeah,
like going up there.
Okay. Yeah. I was driving by. And like the rallies was like backed up. I was like,
yeah, jumping, bro.
Ain't
Rallies
no way.
be
It was
jumping.
like 2 in the morning down here.
But see, people like rallies for their fries.
See, I never had
people like rallies for their burgers and stuff, and then they also do have like that value meal too. For us old college folks, that was one of those spots we used to hit. We used to hit that. But
my college days, it was Buffalo Wild Wings.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, we had a B-Dubs on campus, but it didn't last for long.
Okay.
Yeah, it didn't last for long.
Now, the other thing, which, like, for a food place that I think is overrated, it gotta be Crumble Cookie.
Crumble Cookie, man.
It gotta be Crumble Cookie, bro. It's nothing but sugar and dough. Like, that's all it is. It's sugar and dough. Like, if you buy it, you gotta put it in the oven.
Yeah, that's facts. Now, I actually had Crumble Cookie this week for the first time.
How you like it?
Big ass cookies with no flavor. Let's put it like that. And I ain't trying to hate because I know there's some listeners out here that do enjoy Crumble Cookie. But I got like 4 different cookies. I got the Nutter Butter, the pumpkin, and then 2 chocolate chip cookies. So that's 3 flavors. And then I also got the ice cream. Now with the ice cream, I feel like I was just tasting milk. I didn't taste no vanilla. I got I think it was called like the peanut butter brittle or something. Didn't taste no brittle. No peanut butter. I just felt like I was eating like lactose ice cream. Like I don't know what it was.
Yeah, me personally, I keep it simple. I get like the chocolate chip cookie, and that's it. But like I said, if you're gonna get it, you gotta put it in the oven. Like, it's just not like, it. Like, it's just straight dough. Like, I don't know why it's like that.
Yeah, it was like a steroid cookie. And I'm like, damn, I spent $27. I do like how they come out with the packaging.
Yeah.
But when you bite into something, you want to feel that good taste in your mouth.
That's true.
Pause. But
that is a pause.
Yeah, that was a big pause. Somebody could have.
We should have a pause. But we don't.
Oh hell no! Yeah. So we got the effects on the board right in front of us. This is my first time running with the effects.
This is new.
Hell yeah. But welcome to episode 16. It's called The Sick and the Twisted. I'm your host Jamal, and I do have my boy Steph on the beat, on the visual. Welcome to Smooth Lies. He's never been on the visual.
I'm usually in the background.
You know what I mean?
Hear my voice here and there.
He's a background guy. He used to be a backup dancer, but now he out here. He want to sit here. And
bro.
I don't really know if he wanted to be on the camera, but I forced him to get on the camera. You know.
Whatever it takes, by any means possible.
You know what I mean? Because some people can't make it, and we got to make ends meet. That way we can put this content out for you guys. So let's get right in. Let's get right into it. See, I got all these effects and shit for you all. We about to sit here and turn it up. All right. Let's go. Okay, let's go.
Going crazy.
Audio going crazy out here. All right, man. What's so crazy stuff this week? I decided to, let's have an episode talking about current events that everybody's been talking about, Twitter, social media. I think a big thing we want to start off with is the Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah.
Everybody's out here talking about this series. Netflix came out and said they actually broke the record for like a debut series.
Yeah, it had what?
over 200 million, right?
Yeah, 196 million. Well, right now it's probably over 200 million at this point. But watched 196 million hours since it's released.
That's crazy.
5th biggest launch on Netflix. Might be number 1 at this point because a lot of people are still watching it. But yeah, it's crazy.
And it's actually behind Squid Games, Bridgerton, Stranger Things,
All of Us Are Dead.
And All of Us Are Dead. So I've never personally seen Bridgerton or All of Us Are Dead.
All of Us Are Dead is it's amazing. It's
What's
of
about?
Those. It's zombies.
Okay.
But, it's like a Korean based show basically.
Okay.
It's one of those kind of like Squid Game.
Gotcha. And that's crazy because with Squid Games, I believe season 2 is coming out in 2024.
Yeah.
So it's going to be real interesting how they go about like the new season, the next set of games, what characters will return, what characters will be left off. Stranger Things, I still have to watch season 4. I haven't even got into that.
Oh, you haven't seen it? Really?
I haven't gotten into that. So, but Jeffrey Dahmer, for me personally, I didn't know anything about him until I saw things trending. I was like most folks, saw things trending, saw little clips, and it is a 10-episode series, and Twitter is going crazy about it, man.
Nah, they definitely are because it's like a in between of like good content and the story is obviously traumatizing to a lot of the victims' family and whatnot. Because I believe the victims' family didn't want the show to happen or didn't want people to watch it. So there's that back and forth online, and also how people are with serial killers, like especially like.
But a lot of people get a thrill from watching like what a serial killer has done in the past, because like even like murder mysteries and stuff, that's a big engagement audience for people, like to see like like that's what happened. Even when the Ted Bundy series came out, a lot of people were rocking with that. But what Netflix came out and said, they were like, off of the first episode, viewer discretion advised, because there was a lot of people who couldn't make it through the first episode.
Yeah, no, that's true.
And I was watching, I'm like, bro, they could have went real gory on this, you know what I mean?
I thought they did.
Not really. Not really. From what I got from it was that they censored a lot of things. Like, they didn't show how he was doing a killing. It was one of them things like he invites you over, and then next scene happens. Like, oh, Dag, what happened to boom, boom, boom? Like, so they could have really went there. You know what I mean? So I was kind of a little bit lost seeing on social media talking about like, oh my gosh, like he did this, he did that.
I think what it is because every time these serial killers, that's not the first Jeffrey Dahmer project.
Yeah, absolutely.
They had a movie and a documentary or something like that.
Yeah, they put out the list of like the the old material that they've came out with.
Okay, but even like this right here, and if you're wondering, I'm on Twitter right now, but I think a lot of people, mostly probably like white girls, my bad white people.
My bad, white people.
Like, you got a lot of people saying stuff like that. Jeff was a good man, and that's why he gave the men quick death. Like, what? Quick?
Because he didn't want to hurt them. I cried when he died.
He cried. Okay.
Camille, you're tripping.
Camille, but he didn't hurt them bad. It was just drugging and strangling them, I thought. The fuck? ways to hide me to wish he was still alive. I def write to him. I said this to my mom as well. Can't help.
Folks weird, man. Folks weird, and it's weird because it's like some people out there really gain sympathy for people's bad behavior.
Yeah.
Like for some strange reason, there's always a reason behind why somebody did something ignorant, someone did something violent, someone probably doing something evil. There's always an excuse for any type of behavior that's out there.
Look, you know it's bad when Boosie gotta say something.
Yeah, anytime Boosie on the beat, can you play that?
Yeah, I can play. I wasn't gonna play on the TV, but this thing acting weird.
Okay.
But I'm gonna play it right here. You know it's bad when Boosie gotta address the public. You know it's bad.
Yeah, Boosie don't play.
he did not play at all. Let's see if we get some audio.
I can't even hear it with these. Oh, you got it on mute?
Yeah.
I think you could turn it up though. You just muted it again.
Oh, shit.
Of every dollar Netflix made, this is fucking sick. We need to ban this Jeffrey Dahmer movie. This is some sick shit. It's sick.
See, like from what I got out of it, man, it wasn't really that sick of a series. It was informative. A lot of us do like that actor. I forgot what his name is. I played him.
Yeah, I forgot his name. I could actually.
But he did a great job at his role from, what he was talking about. I guess like where a lot of people had a problem was seeing how he was putting, body parts and stuff and where he was putting body parts at. Then on top of that, with him eating the body parts and stuff. I saw something on Twitter where people were just like, people talking about him eating meat. But
Evan Peters is his name.
Oh, Evan Peters, yeah. Okay. But they were talking about like, you're choosing it. You're getting on him about eating meat, but you're not a vegetarian. Think about the animals that you ate. And I said, wow, like this is so crazy. But yeah, so you said you haven't watched it. Is it something that you do want to watch?
Man, I don't even know, to be honest with you. Like what episode are you on? Like, is it?
So I finished it last week.
It's
a 10 episode series. What I did is I watched 2 episodes a day because I didn't want to sit down and be binge watching it like most folks did.
See, I might watch it. If I do, I might watch the episode tonight, maybe. Mm-hmm. It's just I just didn't want to see all that like gruesome shit. I don't know.
I don't like. Well,
you're
probably it's because
it's not that bad. So
yeah, it's not because
worse.
I'm into horror, I'm into gore, and that ain't it. Like that ain't it. What's the crazy? I don't want to really tell you too much because you haven't watched it. But the person who did kill him in prison, he actually got an additional 2 life sentences. So that was crazy, Damn. Sometimes a hero could be disciplined as a villain, so that sucks.
Wait, how long? I mean, Jeffrey Dahmer, like, was he in prison for life?
Yeah, I think he went away from life.
Okay.
Like I said, I don't want to get too much into it.
Okay, got you.
Because I'm going to give you a little bit of stuff that goes inside of that series.
Got you.
So, yeah. So, what else we got, man? What else we got? What else do we want to address? Where we at?
Do you want to...
Oh, we could talk about the PNB Rock situation. Yeah. We could talk about that a little bit.
That's an interesting situation here.
Very much is. Very unfortunate. PNB Rock, for you guys that don't know, he was murdered. I believe it was like, when we're filming this, I want to say it's like about a week or week and a half ago. They did find out the suspects and the killers. One of them had to be a 17-year-old boy, the son of Freddie Trone. Is that his name? What I'm looking at?
Son of Freddie
Trone or something. Tron. But yeah, so for you guys that don't know, it was a 17-year-old that killed PNB Rock as well as his father. His father ended up going on the run, and they found him later in Vegas.
The father was the getaway driver.
Yeah, see, that's just so crazy. I did also read, it is also speculation. Like, we don't know until they start doing like the trial and all this stuff. But they did say there was another suspect that gave them the drop on who it was, And because they said that they was just waiting in the parking lot. So
See, and here's my thing. Like, I feel like the whole situation, like when it happened, I feel like we like strayed away from what exactly happened with the whole. I mean, at the end of the day, it was the other black boy killing a black man.
right.
But it was like more on like what his girlfriend posted, and which I understand. Obviously, you gotta act a certain way when you're in certain circles. But at the same time, we kind of strayed away from who actually killed him. In my opinion, like on my timeline, it was the whole like woman versus man again, and it's like what are we doing right here? This man just lost his life.
Right, lost his life. His daughter now doesn't have a father.
And he was the breadwinner for his family. So I mean,
probably the whole family.
Yeah, imagine
real.
losing that, and that's what we took the time to talk about. So yeah,
yeah, and it's just it's so weird because that's why I always say like it's always selective politicking, and how social media went to on the offense of his girlfriend and stuff. Like, of course, we would think as civilians, like, dag, like, your man making all this money, his name is of status, why you posting locations, boom, boom, boom. But what a lot of people need to, learn is that just because something's a headline, you may not be getting the whole story right there and then.
that's true.
I think a lot of people were confused, fingers are pointed. People were talking about why he decided to go to that particular Roscoe Chicken in that area. People know that that's a no-no. People usually get jacked and got out there. Some people said like, it was a setup. It was a higher hit. But at the end of the day, Shorty lost her man. His daughter lost his father. And then, whether his parents are alive or not, they lost their son.
Keep in mind, and she saw it happen.
Yeah,
She was there.
for
So
sure.
Imagine like seeing that traumatized, and online, you seeing niggas like going at you every day and whatnot
In the comments and all that.
comments, like on Twitter, Instagram, whatever. Just imagine that, and now you have that image stuck in your head. And at this point, we didn't know what happened.
Right.
I mean, now we know. I'm sure she didn't know what happened at that point. So she probably even thought like, oh shit, maybe it was my Instagram post or whatever. So just imagine that. Now you have the trauma from seeing it, and now you also have the trauma from thinking it was like your fault.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. I'm all on the board again with the beats and the effects. That's a fact. Yeah, because it's like in that situation, you supposed to be grieving.
Yeah.
Or however you want to sit here, however she did her feelings and stuff. But she's supposed to have the respect on how she want to operate that.
Yeah.
But when it's like, damn, it's like, well, did I do something wrong? And we never know. Like, we don't even know who his shorty was until she posted the Roscoe Chicken. Yeah. So it's like she could have been doing that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
Like, we don't know what really goes on in their household.
That is true, because that's a good thing. Like, she probably do that on the regular.
Right.
Like,
Women do that all the time.
yeah, that's true. People do that in general. And I'm gonna need y'all to act like y'all don't post everywhere you go on Instagram. Like, stop it.
Right, everywhere.
As soon as you go somewhere.
Like, 'cause some of us, like for me, and I stand on this personally, like if I travel or if I'm going somewhere, I'm not like posting it right there at that moment.
Yeah.
I'm posting at a later time. Everyone don't even know when I go on vacations,
Yeah.
Like if you like within my circle and we just talking and like, oh yeah, I'm about to go here, I'm about to go here, like boom, boom. But even still, you got to just be careful with what information you giving.
Yeah.
And where we are now is people are so comfortable with putting information on the internet and just thinking like no one's potentially watching.
Yeah.
Even if you are a civilian, you still don't know. Somebody
you don't know.
somebody still could see you slacking. They could see you lacking, and ooh, that's a easy come up because
someone always looking. You never
right.
know. Someone's always looking.
At the end of the day, bro, like no day is promised. We can't sit here and say like he knew like when he woke up, oh, this is gonna be my last day here on Earth.
Yeah.
So let me sit here and be conscious about all my decisions that I make until it's my time to get up through. And that's why I think like, unfortunately that's just where we're at because social media brought the platform for everybody to have their opinion out there. And then you don't know how people gonna sit here and perceive it, because you know everybody got feelings and emotions.
See, and that's the problem a lot of times, because I mean, we said this multiple times. Like, a lot of people, they think emotionally before they actually use actual logic,
Right.
which is unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, that's basically the internet, and it's just, and that's a whole other conversation here. Because even with this case, we have this 17-year-old young man with his dad of all people.
That's
like,
different.
Imagine that.
It's different.
With your dad of all people. You know, usually you would have like the quote unquote big homies on the block who try to put you down a certain path, and usually if you have like a good father figure, they'll at least try or attempt to stray you away from
Stray
that.
you away,
But
absolutely.
this was a whole different case. Like, the dad was like, yo, go in there and rob this nigga. The dad, like, keep in mind, the dad was the getaway driver.
Yep.
He wasn't the shooter. He wasn't the robber. He was the getaway driver. So he, in his rational, however old he is, sent his 17-year-old son
Yeah,
to go into this store or parking lot to rob this man at gunpoint.
facts.
And eventually, unfortunately, he killed him.
Right.
At
And
17.
like how I looked at it, it was like that couldn't be the first time.
Nah, it's probably not. And know what I think it is? He probably thinking like, oh, okay, my son is 17.
Mm.
So he really ain't gonna be in there too long. Whatever. You know, he's still technically a minor. Like,
Yep.
so he might get a little charge here and there, or he might go to juvenile or whatever. He might not. He not gonna get life.
Mhm.
But if the dad did, of course they're gonna lock him up. You ain't gonna see him. I don't know how long you go to jail for that. What is that? Life in prison?
Shoot, I'm not sure. You know, like now what it's looking like, and we even know, like in our city, man, like when people murder folks, they don't go away for a long time. Like they probably get like anywhere between 8-13 years.
8-13.
And it's like, damn, it's like you took somebody off the face of this earth, but you ain't really with no consequence. You know what I mean? Like you'll go to jail longer with a drug charge than, you know, taking somebody off the face of the earth. But that's just how it is. Like here, I've had a lot of people that I know that have done time tell me about that.
You know what I think? I think before you have kids, you need to have a psych evaluation done. I don't know. You need some type of evaluation done to be like, yo, are you really mentally capable to raise? Because a kid is a whole human being.
Whole nother beast,
That's
for
a
sure.
That's a whole person. They're going to grow up and have their ideologies and whatnot. Obviously, it's going to be somewhat based on like how you brought them up.
Mm.
So this Freddy dude, first of all, your name is Freddy.
Freddy Krueger.
Like, all right, the only Freddy I know is from iCarly. But
I only know Freddy Krueger.
Oh, Freddy Krueger too. So at that point, I don't know what he was thinking. Like you said, this is probably not the first time. So
Yeah,
I
for
can
sure.
only imagine what this kid was doing.
I think due to the status and due to the fact that it was a murder, it was a murder inside of a well-known, you know, establishment. And then, you know, like I said, due to its status, then it catches the internet. Because don't get it twisted, like things happen in people's city all the time.
No, that's true.
In LA, it's going down. Like, you know, that's why I haven't been to LA lately. Like, cause it's like, bro, like
That's a whole other thing. Though. They keep on telling people you gotta check in.
yeah, they telling people you got to check in. The mayor's saying here coming out like, hey, you come here, we can't sit here and protect you. We just letting you all know. So for a mayor to come out telling you, bruh, don't come here. Don't come here for the weed. Don't come here for the partying. Don't come here for the Louis Vuitton store. Don't come here. You know what I'm saying? Like, but people, and this is the thing, like people get got anywhere at any time. So moral of the story is that, you know, take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones. It's an unfortunate story for the PNB Rock situation. This happens all the time. And, you know, I think like where we need to start having sympathy from is their family. Because, you know, their family are the ones that are losing. And us being fans of somebody because we listen to their music or they're an athlete or something like that, we'll never be able to share the emotion that the family members have.
No, that's true.
So next thing I see, you got something called Young and the Restless, real sweaty behavior.
Young and the Restless, man. Celtics edition, man. There's a lot going on in our
Bro, it's crazy in Boston right now. It's real
crazy,
crazy. Like Celtics coach Iman Udoka Recently got suspended for the entire 2022-23 season. Man, my man got caught up. He got caught up.
But it's just like a weird situation because like when it came out, obviously we didn't have all the details, but they still decided to report on it. So which led people to speculate on like who was it with, which female, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
Which obviously is never a good idea to speculate. But the internet is going to be the internet. What do you want? Like that's what they do.
I mean, because the internet, they were even for it's so crazy how you can find information.
Yeah.
Like they putting these women, they don't even work for the organization, but they putting every single woman that is in the Boston Celtics organization on Twitter. Like that, and then we sit here, we looking at the baddest one, like, man, that Duka, that was her. You know what I mean?
God.
Like that was just so crazy. But like my thing is this: is that if it's company policy, this is the first time that I personally have seen sports actually advertise what it was that he was in the wrong with. Like when I'm looking at ESPN and I'm seeing you all post consensual, they're saying consensual relationship.
Consensual, yeah.
And it's like, bro, like, shouldn't that be within the workplace? Like, it should really be in the workplace. And then people took fire to it because it's like, dag, like, he was sitting here stepping outside of his marriage and his wife, Nia Long. One, they're not married.
They engaged for like a really long time.
They've been engaged for 7 years.
Crazy.
So for the fellas out there, and I'm not trying to throw no jokes at this, but for the fellas out there that they're engaged for a very long time, what are you doing? What are you doing? Because if you really break that down, it's like we looking at it on the outside scope. They probably really not like that. They just sitting here holding on to some engagement bands. Because it's like, bro, I've been engaged to you for 7 years. We can't say it's because of the money. We can't say it's about the career. We can't sit here and say those type of things. So it's like if you want to sit here and just wait, okay, cool, but I'm still over here kicking it.
But I also heard, like, and this is all alleged. We don't know.
Yeah, we just giving our opinions, man. We just giving our opinions. I want you all to know that.
I also heard that the woman he did have that affair with, if that's what you even call it, is it an affair if you're not married, but whatever.
I don't know if it's an affair.
But whatever he had that entanglement with, I heard she might be allegedly married to like the VP of finance for the Celtics.
Yep.
But if she's married to the VP of finance, like what exactly is the rule? Like, because if you can't have whatever with a coworker, but if she's married to someone who's also working there,
she's not on the tape. Yeah, she's not on the tape.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, honestly, if this alleged thing is true, it sounds like Buddy got mad because his wife was getting piped down by a brother. She's getting piped down by a brother. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Another fact.
But here's the thing: I don't think people understand. People acting like the head coach has like some like major power over the organization. Like he's not the one making like the day-to-day decisions for the Celtics organization. So we're not gonna act like it was a situation where he has like higher power over her, or whatever the case, or whoever it was. At least until she comes out with like her side of the story. But we can't act like he had like some like overarching like power, and that's why she slept with him, whatever, because he was the boss. He was the head coach. Like, I mean, he's just
first year too.
Yeah, technically he's just an employee, just like her.
Yeah,
whoever she is. And another thing, they've been dragging his name through the dirt. But I'm like, it's a consensual relationship. Why are we only holding him accountable? It takes two to have sex, right? Yeah. So why are we not holding her accountable? Two to tangle. Frank, two to have an entanglement. So why are we not holding her accountable? Because she knew who he was with. I mean, who don't know Nia Long? Come on now.
But see, me personally, I didn't even know, like, and that's the thing, like, I don't be that big on caring about people's personal relationships in their lives. I had no clue that was like, I just thought it was a shorty or boom.
I didn't know. Honestly, I didn't know till the finals. Like, when I saw her like on courtside or whatever.
See, I didn't even see that. I didn't even see that.
That's the only reason I knew. Before that, I didn't know who she was with. In my head, I thought Nia Long was with me.
Flashbacks. Come here, baby. Come here, baby.
The whole time, that's what I thought. I didn't know she had this man.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and my thing is just like this because we haven't heard Nia Long talk.
Nah, she hasn't said that.
So, and how I'm taking that, and this is just me being on the outside of this, the outside of it. She don't really care. She don't really care. What I think what happened is that he got sloppy.
Yeah.
He got sloppy, and he probably was already doing this because you got to think about it. It's like, bro, if we sit here, I got on my knee, I proposed to you, I'm essentially telling you, I want to be with you for the rest of my life. But if we have to wait an additional, I know regular people and they financial things when they like, bro, we're not getting married until next year, 2 years from now, because we want to stack our bread so we can do this, wedding, big wedding, because that's what she wants, or the honeymoon. But we talk about 7 years, bro. So I know when you get married, they sit here saying, hey, we supposed to only be having sex with each other unless we got an agreement that we can sit here and let somebody else in here. But I'm saying, bro, 7 years?
7 years is a long time.
I'm not waiting no 7 years. If I sat here and you already told me yes, we need to just sit here and be planning like, okay, how we going to make this happen?
And it's not like they got the money.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not a
like,
situation where they got to save up for a wedding. Or
bro,
whatever.
celebrities don't, bro.
They have the money. They got the time. They have the money. So
same way the way how celebrities have babies. And they be 2 years old 8 months later. You like, how the hell did this shit happen?
I'm not gonna lie, celebrity babies be growing up fast as hell.
Fast as shit.
What's going on?
Like,
you put them in an incubator or some shit?
Hell yeah. You saw Kanye and Kim Kardashian's daughter and stuff.
Bro, they grown as hell.
She was at the damn runway. You like, damn, she got that big. Steph Curry, you saw, Riley. I said, damn,
bro,
like
she Blue Ivy, she been like 70, how old? I don't know how old she is. She's been like 10 years.
Bro, I'm like
forever.
I'm like, bro, I remember when he brought them kids out onto the court. That's crazy.
That is wild. Celebrity babies, they gotta be like some Pokemon situation. Remember Pokemon where you if you ever played Pokemon,
talking about leveling up.
Yeah.
Was it Evolve? Yeah.
You would take the egg and you leave it at the thing, and then you play the game and you come back and it's like already hatched and ready for you. That's exactly what they do with the kids. I don't know what's going on over there. But what else we should have did? Was there anything else we wanted to say with Celtics? Because
my thing is just like with that topic, and I want to sit here and talk to the women about this. Yeah, women need to stop playing like women don't get cheated on out here. We have to really put that into account. Women get cheated out here. They get cheated on out here. Men get cheated on out here. Now, at the end of the day, yes, I am an advocate, and I will agree with you and say women get cheated on far more than men. I will attest to that. But we have to stop making it seem like these celebrities are any different than us. Like at times we put these celebrities on this pedestal, and then when they do shit that we do, you're like, how could you be like a human like me?
That's exactly what. That's a good point. You need an effect. You know what I'm saying? You need an effect with that. That's a great point.
You know what I'm saying? I just think that's so crazy because at the end of the day, us as a society put too much into information that is put on the on the internet, and then it becomes trending. And then you go to the comment section and you like, how could you cheat on our queen Nia Long? Beyonce got cheated on. Wake up. Everybody got cheated on.
I like, to be honest with you, the whole Beyonce situation, I wasn't even surprised.
Right.
Like, do y'all not know who Jay-Z is? Like, do you not hear his older music? This is
come on, man. Like, come on. We just got to keep it real. Question, though. Would you cheat on Nia Long?
Me personally? Look, Nia, what's his name? What's this nigga's name? How you pronounce
Iman Aduka, I think.
Iman Aduka?
Adoko, something.
Look, Nia Long. What J. Cole say? I forgot what he said.
Hold on, bro. You'll do a pause break and then forget the line.
I forgot what he said. But whatever J. Cole said, that's me. Nia Long, if it was me personally, I wouldn't cheat on Nia Long. All right? It's Nia Long.
But see, and then like me personally, y'all want Jay's opinion. Okay, I got y'all. Here it go. Bro. But this is how I take it. Since the beginning of men have dealt with other women. Now, some men do deal with just one, but we have seen that almost every woman's story, when she's single, she always comes back to tell the next guy, man, that dude was acting like a hoe. He was always on games. He didn't ever take me serious. He never wanted to be committed. Boom, boom. Well, wake up. I just want you all to wake up and understand, like, men cheat. Not all men cheat, but a lot of men cheat. And I think, like, where they have to really understand is that just because you're pretty, just because you have a body, does not mean that you're not going to be cheated on. I don't understand that. Like, you're not the only one that is pretty and has a body.
No.
You're not the only one that's pretty and has a body, man.
No, that is true. I mean, I think in like relationships in general, like, excuse me, once you get to a certain point, I think a lot of people, they get like comfortable within the relationship, so they don't do the things they used to do to, like, what they did to get that person.
That spark.
Yeah, that spark. That. But effect on that, okay.
That spark.
But a lot of people, because we always talk about like the honeymoon stage and whatnot, like when you're just so like obsessed and infatuated with this person, whatever. But a lot of people lose the spark, like you said. And honestly, if you really want like a healthy relationship, is you have to find like the balance. Obviously, you're not always going to be like super. Not saying you're not going to be into it.
Yeah.
But you're not always gonna have that honeymoon feeling because you guys just been around each other for so long. But at certain points, you have to add that aspect back into your relationship. Or, unfortunately, for some people, they take that and they might find it somewhere else.
Yeah.
Some people that's how some people are.
And I think like what we don't talk about enough is that it's a lot of people that outplay their value. It's a lot of people that outplay their value at the end of the day. You know what I mean? When it comes to the value within a relationship, the same thing that you were talking about, the honeymoon phase.
Yeah.
People get selected off of the value that they brought in the beginning. And then when you get into that relationship, when you're only supposed to be dealing with that one person, you have to have value. Because like my thing, and this is my thing, men need to understand, if you don't sit here and work on yourself and bring in the value, in most cases where a woman wants to feel secure, when she wants a provider, she wants a protector, and someone that can essentially lead, if you're not bringing those things, you're not that bulletproof, big dog. She gonna sit here and entertain somebody else. Same thing with a woman.
Yeah.
If you just cute, you got a big booty, some of these women out here, they hating on the BBL women, but at the end of the day, if all you're bringing is just the physical, how do I select you to the point with showing you that you should be the only one?
That's true.
Like, if you're not out here, you're not being my piece, you're not taking care of me when I'm coming home, if you're not cooking and cleaning, if that's what I deem, that I need from a woman, you're not really that valuable in my life. And I shouldn't have to subject myself to only you.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, what sense does that make? And I don't think a lot of people want to hear the truth about that. Because it's like, if you sit here and ask somebody, like, why I cheated, people will give you a different response than, why did you get cheated on? Like, if you ask a woman to sit here and be like, hey, you got cheated on? Dang. Usually a dude be like, how could he do that to you? You see how good you looking? You see what I'm saying?
Yo,
they sit here buttering them up.
Queen? Like, Queen, he cheated on you.
He cheated on you?
What?
No.
That's crazy. Let's go off to dinner.
And then we'd be like, what she look like? What she look
yeah.
like? Oh, okay,
You
yeah.
better than her.
Yeah, man, she was
Mr.
trash.
Instagram? She a model?
A model.
Model.
She got a blue check? Oh, my
Blue
God.
check. Wait,
She's verified?
she got a contract? Like,
Oh,
sharing
my
on her.
God.
Where you work again? Dunkin' Donuts?
Dunkin'
Yeah,
Donuts?
Bro, yeah, you got it.
You got it.
You got
16 years Dunkin' Donut cashier.
She don't got no kids? How many kids you got?
You know what I'm saying?
So she not a mother figure? Okay.
But it just baffles me because it's like, and I'm not trying to sit here and throw shade on women, but I just think they need to stop being surprised, like, when men cheat. Because, and I literally say this all the time, in most cases when men cheat, Men cheat for a physical side. They don't cheat. They don't go move into the girl's crib, take
Hold
her
on.
car.
So you don't think like a guy like ever cheated and it was like an emotional attachment? Like
I don't know those brothers. I don't know those brothers. You know what I'm saying? This is my thing.
you got Drake, you know, he might write a song about her. Like,
Shit, I don't know. Drake ain't never, when he talked about cheated, he ain't never said like I cheated because she got me the new Rolls Royce Bugatti, flew
basically
me
you're
out.
Basically, you're saying if they're like cheated, but it was like more like an emotional thing instead of it just strictly physical.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean he's a munch? Wait, I mean he's a munch.
I don't even know what munch mean because I done heard couple definitions about munching. I done heard if you eat the box and she ain't gave you the cookie, even though she gave you the cookie, brother. Sometimes you got to think about that. She gave you the cookie. She opened up her legs willingly.
If you're a munch, you're an eater, man. You're an eater. You feel me? If you're a munch, it's basically you doing things and you don't get anything out of it.
Okay, that's what
you're
they
basically
saying.
getting used. Like there's really, and she knows she's using you, but you still play along with it.
Oh,
That's
see, bro,
basically
I
what
didn't
munch
think
is.
about it like that. I thought, when you hear munch, I'm thinking like when she lets you eat the box, but she ain't let you hit. That's what I thought that the munch
could
thing
be a
was.
part of it. But in,
Yeah,
like,
that's
in
what I
general,
thought it
for the overall arc, basically, if she's using you, and you probably know you're getting used, but you probably don't care.
And some dudes like that. Some dudes like
to get
being used
or
by a
you
woman.
probably realize you're getting used, but you still, for some reason, think you could get past the getting used stage.
She's gonna like me
Yeah, she's gonna like me.
as soon as I give her a Birkin.
Yeah, she's not gonna like you, my brother. But yeah, basically that means you're a munch. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys, if you out there, if that's you, you're a munch.
And it's getting cold out here, man. It's getting cold out here, so you ain't got to take them out like that. But if you've been munching all summer, all spring, and you not a cuddle buddy yet, cut her off.
Yep.
Cut her off. All right.
We got till November. You know what November is?
What's November?
No nut.
Oh, no nut November.
No nut November. For a month we're gonna be on strike.
It went from no shave November to no nut November. Have you ever participated in that?
No nut November. I don't. Not willingly.
I probably did for a weekend.
For a weekend.
I had to say, put an effect on that. Yeah, man. I ain't never, man. I don't know, bro, because it's like nowadays it kind of seems like everything has a title on it. Like we have No Nut November.
Yeah.
It's some brothers out there that ain't even really getting no cheeks like that, and they in no nut 2022. You know what I mean? No nut 2022.
But the one thing before we even like move on, the one thing I would want to say about this whole Celtics thing is, which I say all the time, honestly, whether women, men, whatever, don't take the situation and apply it to your life.
Absolutely.
Because 1, you're not them. 2, you don't know what's going on behind closed doors. 3, like you said before, celebrities are regular people, just like me and you. We have regular, everyday problems. So stop putting these people on high pedestals and figure out your shit. Pay attention to what you're doing in your relationship and in your life, and get off social media.
and my last take on this, and this goes to the people out there that's the breadwinners in their relationship. When you got to sit here and be working countless nights, countless hours, multiple days out the week, at the end of the day, if your partner, when you get home, is not taking care of you, and sometimes it don't even got to be at home, it can just be throughout the day, making sure that you good, making sure that your food is ready, giving you lunch, cash apping you. You know what I'm saying? It's no surprise for me for when these people sit here, like for this situation. And I'm not saying that Nia Long is not doing anything at the house. I'm simply saying is that when something is not rocking, when we not sitting here grooving and doing what we supposed to do at home, you gonna allow me to entertain something outside on what I spend the majority of my time doing throughout my day, which is my work? That's crazy to me. I mean, that's crazy. What else? What else we got going?
Man, there's this one thing. Well,
Ooh, do we want to
before-
talk about the hurricane?
yeah. Before I say anything, we do have to touch on the hurricane. Right now, it's probably more, but like they have here, 300,000 residents have been evacuated, flights canceled, and schools shut down as Florida prepares for hurricane. What is it, Ian? Ian. But yeah, no, it's real crazy. I don't know. Do you have any people in Florida?
Yeah, I have an auntie and a cousin in Orlando, but I don't think Orlando was affected, right? Or I could be wrong.
I'm not too sure. I don't think so because I have people in Florida. Like I have like a mentor who just moved to Florida, and I got a couple family members in Florida. But one of them, I think they were like 20 miles away from Orlando. I think the only thing they had were like high winds and whatnot.
Okay.
My mom, she told me I haven't met them, but they're like her cousins.
By blood?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
my great uncle is over there. Great uncle, my grandma's brother, yeah. My great uncle, he's over there. But I think they had like a power outage for like a couple days actually. They had like power outages, so they're just like stocked up on like canned foods and whatnot. Yeah, being in a hurricane, I mean, I don't know if you ever experienced that. I've experienced not a hurricane, but tropical storms. You know, I feel I'm from the line. You know, what I mean, 268, Antigua stand up. You feel me? I know ain't no Antiguans listening to this shit. At least not yet.
Whoa.
You know what I mean?
He just sat here and said an area code that ain't even in the United States.
That's the 268. You
Okay.
feel me? But yeah, no, being in a tropical storm in general or hurricane, it's definitely a scary situation, especially like the day before. I could tell you a story like the day before. I don't know if it was a hurricane or tropical storm. Damn near felt like a hurricane, but the day before is like the area's like scariest day ever because it's like dead silence. I was walking home from school, no one's there, no one's in town, everyone's gone. The humidity is just crazy. It's just dead air. Like the air is dry. Everything is still. Then at night when it hits, it just goes crazy. It just bangs. Like the wind high, rain going crazy. I don't know how to explain this, but I'm sure it's the same in Florida. Like when I went through mines, like we had like the storm and whatnot, and like in the morning, like everything calmed down for the most part. I lived on kind of like a slope, so my area wasn't really affected. But I remember going down to my uncle's house and going on his front porch and looking over like it was like a valley kind of like it's just like flat land, nothing but water. And keep in mind that place is usually just dry, just grass and whatnot. It was like nothing but water. I think like the creek like over like flowed with water and like it was crazy. Like I saw no houses. I saw houses float away. It's just crazy.
It's crazy.
Like if you've never seen that, it's a crazy sight. So definitely pray for everyone in Florida. I mean, I don't know what's going on there right now at this moment. I'm not sure how many. I mean, I hope it's not a lot of death, but I think it was what. I feel like the last I heard was like over 20.
Yeah, I think I saw like 34.
34.
Yeah, I think I saw 34.
Oh, yeah, that's crazy.
But yeah, like it's so crazy because like, and the scary thing is this is for you guys that don't know, I saw a couple videos on Twitter where some of the reptiles and stuff, they were actually on land. Alligators. They also, I think that was that a manatee.
Yeah, I think
it
that was
something
an old
like
video though, right? The manatee video. I think that was like from some other hurricane, but still, it's still in Florida.
Still crazy.
It's still
you know,
crazy. But yeah, because I was thinking the same thing. Because this is Florida. They got alligators, snakes, bears,
geckos.
Bro, imagine going through a hurricane. Right, it's already bad enough. It's a hurricane.
Yeah.
It's already bad enough. Maybe you're in those areas where your house is flooded, you on the roof and whatnot. You just trying to fight for your life. And now you got to worry about an alligator popping out of nowhere. Like just imagine that shit. I'd be tight. Why would you even, bro? Why would you even live in Florida?
That's what I'm saying. Like, and that's why I was trying to tell people like about Ohio. Like, I know sometimes people are like, man, like it's so boring, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Like it's not boring. It's just about what you do is boring. And then on top of that, we got to think about and appreciate like our weather. Like we get to see 4 seasons. The worst we may get is a tornado, but the tornado don't even be in inner city.
Like, yeah, it's not coming in our area.
Yeah, like it'd be like Dayton or some type of, small city type thing where it's not a lot of things over there besides a couple houses and stuff, and tumbleweeds. But what else? I don't know if you also saw, like Steph said, praying for the
Florida.
people out there in Florida, because I know it's somebody out there that, oh my gosh.
That's the one thing we praying for y'all. I promise.
Yeah, dudes out here doing hurricane dives and
the people doing the dumb shit. Like, this is why, again, why would you move to Florida? Imagine going through a hurricane. Now you got this dude over here doing dives in the middle of a hurricane.
Doing dives like, yo, catch my light, catch my light.
And then we had this one girl shooting the whole music video. Let's load that up. Come on. There's one girl, she's shooting a whole music video in the hurricane. Look at this girl. Imagine some shit like just flew and hit her.
Mm-hmm.
So we praying for y'all, but y'all got to check in y'all people, because y'all over here wilding, making content in the hurricane.
Hey, what you doing today? You doing something today out here? You doing something tonight?
Wait, what?
Bruh.
What you mean?
So,
What you got going on?
no, I was my cousin. I was taking him to. So here in the city this weekend, today's the last day, and your man bought tickets, but just had somebody just rain checked on me. They bailed on me, but my little cousin, I was supposed to take him to the Jurassic Park World thing.
Yeah.
So now I got some tickets. So if you want to go, we can rock.
What's that
But
about?
7:00.
Okay.
So, but yeah, so another thing, since we're talking about crazy stuff, yesterday, I actually did put this in our group chat. I need to find this. Where is that? Did you hear about the stuff that happened in Indonesia at the soccer game?
Yeah. I just saw that pop up on on Twitter. What was it, like a riot or something like that?
So here we go. Yeah. So at least 127 people killed and 180 injured in a riot at the football stadium in Indonesia. So two rival soccer teams played each other, and I guess one of the team that won, the fans that lost, they weren't really with that, and they started rioting, and then they started throwing tear gas inside the stadium. People got trampled. They also said 2 police officers got killed as well.
That's crazy.
During the stampede. So that's just so crazy, like, because that could happen anywhere, being in an enclosed area, people panicking. And, that was just so sad for me to see that last night. I was like, man, that's crazy.
Yo, they don't play at those soccer games.
They
bro.
don't.
I swear they don't. And apparently this happened before in, I don't know if it was the same arena or the same country. But yeah, no, the way people go hard for soccer is ridiculous at some points. This is the extreme. Like you said, like 125 people passed away, which I don't even know how. Like even like the players or the people who were there, like I don't even know how would you even like enjoy the sport anymore after something like that tragic like happened, like, and you witnessed it.
Yeah, and then especially like being in that moment with seeing hella people panic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like hella people are literally panicking about this and stuff. So, and I know, like, if I was in that situation, I'd be terrified. Another thing, it says a Chicago man will receive $9 million after spending 23 years in prison for a murder he did not commit. A cop who is married to the criminal county judge beat a confession out of the man and pinned the murder on him. That's so crazy.
How much money he's getting?
Said $9 million.
$9 million?
But that's still like, money is not going to give you back. It's not going to give back the time that you missed.
He did
23 years in prison.
23 years.
Where he knew he was in a situation where it's like, yo, I'm innocent. So I'm like, bro,
that is sad, bro. He did 23 years. This cop, what happened to the cop? Is the cop still alive?
Shoot, I don't know, man.
That was
just a headline.
I would hope the cop would get charged, but first of all, I know it's not about money, but $9 million, I feel like that's not enough for my 23 years stuck of life just gone. At least he's getting out, but 23 years is crazy. Like, that's a lifetime. That's more than a lifetime for most people.
Yeah, hold on real quick.
Did you see
what?
Did you see the Antonio Brown situation?
I didn't see those. I just saw like a screenshot and stuff of it. It looks like he put his ass.
Yeah, he had yeah, he had his ass all up in this girl's face. He was like throwing her around and whatnot, and then she like swam away, and then he pulled his dick out. Like, what? Like I don't know.
He wild, man.
I don't
He
know
wild.
what's going on with this man, but
He wild as hell. Another thing. So here in our city, Columbus, Ohio, it is homecoming weekend. So
yeah,
shout out to the people going to homecoming, whether you're in high school or doing your partying and stuff on the college campuses. You know, be careful, be safe, enjoy yourself, enjoy the memories that you all make. Don't get nobody pregnant. You know what I mean?
me personally, if you're 30 years old and you still going to homecoming, bro,
They call it, hey, I'm going on there for the black alumni. You know what I mean?
stop.
We in there. Where the bodies at? Where the bodies at?
Bro, even I'm 25. Nigga, I'm not going no.
Yeah, I actually never been to my college
Right.
college homecoming.
And what would be funny is how like when the high school like has, I don't know if you experience this, but like when high schools have like homecoming and like the seniors who already graduated, they come back for like the high schools like homecoming and whatnot.
So we didn't have like the homecoming game. Like that's very common for
Yeah, the
like
homecoming game, yeah.
people that are alumni to come back for the homecoming
Yeah,
games.
that, yeah.
But the weird shit, the weird shit had to be when a person would have somebody that already graduated high school as their homecoming date. I'm like, bruh, yo, my
I
dude,
saw that a lot.
that is some sick shit.
I saw that a lot.
Oh, hell no!
That's a freshman or a sophomore. Like, yeah, he already graduated. Like, bro, it's weird. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, they gotta be like a cutoff. Like, yo, you can't come back.
Yeah.
They be like, yo, this your third time here, bro. You 26. Like,
26.
like,
My date is a 17-year-old.
yo, you wild.
Oh, hell no!
Like, go
That
home.
is crazy,
Like,
bro.
go home, bro. Like, you gotta get up in the morning. You got a job, I hope.
We at the homecoming days, dude. You know, because like it was very rare in high school for a dude to have a full blown beard and a deep voice.
Yeah.
Hey, my name is Edward.
Let's be honest though. Some of those dudes, like, they come back to run down on like a teacher. They thought they had a
Yeah.
chance with.
For sure.
Like, I've seen a lot. 'Cause my
I'm
school,
legal
we didn't have
now.
sports.
Hey.
See, my school, we didn't have sports. There was no homecoming game.
And what school you go to?
Cause
Say that one more time. For the viewers and the listeners, I went to college.
I went to Columbus Alternative. Man.
Okay.
Come on now.
Yeah, I went to Eastmore Academy. You know what I mean?
Come on, the best school
Warrior
out there.
Gang.
Yeah, we see, we had we had games. We had orchestra. We had ultimate
Chess club.
chess club. We had ultimate frisbee.
Math
We
competition.
had the math club. Had the
Aquila
anime.
and the B spelling B.
We had the anime club. I was glad to be there.
I mean, you know, anime is dope. Anime is fire.
Yeah, so yeah, but yeah, no, we didn't have sports unless you went to like your home school. My home school, unfortunately, was Brookhaven. That shit got closed down. But
Brookhaven was legendary though. Yeah, it was legendary.
yeah, sure was legendary for a lot of things.
Shots fired.
Hey, yo, don't come for me. My bad. I went to college. Relax. But yeah, no, it's definitely weird, and y'all grown ass people need to go home, bro.
Yeah, go home like that. I mean, that's crazy as hell. So I wanted to ask you, like,
Yeah.
who's somebody, like, name a celebrity that you would like to see with their glasses off, that you always see them with their glasses off, that you would like to see them with them off?
I mean, obviously, you know, we got like the Stevie Wonders of the world. Like, I don't think he ever took his glasses off, has he? I don't
Never
think so.
seen Stevie Wonder's glasses off.
Yeah, I don't think I ever seen Stevie Wonder with his glasses off. So yeah, probably like maybe Stevie Wonder. I already saw, like, you know her, right?
Her, yeah.
I already saw her with her
Fine
glasses
ass.
on. That's what I'm saying. She looked fine with and
Oh, hell no!
Yeah, you know what I mean? Fine ass her, you know what I mean? Hey, Hey, for real, I love it when I see her and SZA post an Instagram pic.
Yo.
Hey, baby, I'm watching you if you're listening.
SZA, yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie, SZA, like,
Is that her real name?
no.
Okay.
She got her name. Damn, how do I even know this? But you know, like Wu-Tang Clan, like the RZA, GZA, and whatnot.
Okay.
That's how she got her name, with like some like online like name builder for like Wu-Tang Clan fans or some shit like that. I think
Gotcha.
that's where she got SZA from. But yeah, nah, probably Stevie Wonder, maybe her. But I already saw her without the glasses, so yeah, so probably like Stevie Wonder. I can't really think of anyone else who wears like glasses like that, like 24/7.
So,
Think.
where we at with it? Where we at with it? I wanted to talk about the albums of the year. So they do have some albums of the year candidates. I'm trying to find it right now. Where we at?
So you have some, excuse me, album of the year candidates. What you been listening to? What's the albums?
So like you saw, like when you came back in the shop today, you already saw I was replaying Kendrick.
Yep.
Kendrick's album is dope. It's not down, but it's a dope album, and I would not be surprised if it did get album of the year.
Yeah.
But I think an album that does need to be into what is it? It needs to be considered. Oh, it needs to be considered. I'm not gonna say your boy JID. I know you was waiting for me to say JID.
I know you was gonna say that.
Damn, it's so many things.
Well,
Who you got?
excuse me. I mean, obviously Kendrick, for sure. I got Kendrick, and some of these albums I already know they're not going to be like nominated for like album of the year, but this is like my personal opinion. So Kendrick, JID. I really like West Side Boogie's album. What was it All Black Superheroes or something like that?
Yeah.
I think that was like a phenomenal album. I just listened to it again for like the fourth time. I like that album. Freddie Gibbs album, it just came out, but it's grown.
Fire.
It's grown on me.
Fire,
so yeah,
Freddie.
It's a
Good
fire
work.
album. It's dark, but it's fire. Y'all might be mad, but Tory Lane's album is also growing on me, but that's not like a rap album. That's like a mix. Sorry for what? That's a whole other conversation in itself. But,
I tried to listen to Big 30's album.
I even know who that is. To be honest with you.
I think he's out of Memphis. That, like, it probably only survived two tracks in the shop. And what we try to do every Friday is that we play all the new music and stuff. We not playing no country shit in here. I ain't gonna lie. But like when it come to hip hop and R&B, like you definitely get a listen up here at the shop for sure.
Yeah. Who else I got? So I said Kendrick, JID, West Side Boog. Right now, Freddie Gibbs, We'll See. It just came out. Tory, We'll See as well. I really like Denzel Curry's album. That was pretty good.
Okay, I'm about to add that. I know.
Yeah, it's
Let me see.
it's called Melt. Oh shit! I almost played it. It's called Melt My Eyes, See Your Future. That was came out in March. That was a good album. Isaiah Rashad also dropped this year.
Yeah, Isaiah Rashad is dope.
I really enjoyed that album. That was The House is Burning. The House is Burning.
Was that Vince Staples came out too in one, right? Was that?
Oh wait, no. Isaiah Rashad was last year. I don't know why I thought it was this year. That was 2021.
Yeah, I like Vince Staples' album this year too.
Vince Staples, that was an amazing album. I don't think a lot of people talk about the album too much. They talk about Vince. Like Vince is I think he's like an all around talent. I mean, he's hilarious. But Vince came out with a really good project. It was what was it called again? Ramona Park Broke My Heart.
Yeah, Ramona Park
Broke My Heart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a phenomenal album. Honestly, I think it's been like a really good year for music. Like this has been like a lot of great. I mean, obviously we had Kendrick, we have Ari Lennox. She dropped an amazing R&B album. If you're into that,
I didn't listen to that yet.
oh yeah, no, it's pretty good.
Got you in your feelings?
I mean, not me and my feelings, but maybe like the women. You know, she wasn't really talking to me.
He said she wasn't talking to me.
But I love me some Ari Lennox, so I'm gonna listen to it regardless. Like I think Ari is amazing. Ari, I mean, I ain't gonna say too much more, bro. But that's it's been a really good year so far. And matter of fact, before I forget, you know, rest in peace to Coolio.
Coolio passed this week, 59 years old.
I'm not sure if they said what happened. I mean, at least I didn't see anything
I
as
didn't
of
see
yet.
anything either.
But yeah, definitely rest in peace, Coolio. But yeah, no. I mean, what do you think? I mean, I didn't listen to DDG yet. His album, I didn't listen to that. I don't know if I'm even gonna listen to it, to be honest with you.
So in the shop, like Phil, he's a real big Griselda fan.
Oh yeah.
I forgot who that artist is that dropped something. Let me see if I have it on my recents.
Who like from Griselda?
Yeah.
Or is it Benny?
Rome Streets. Rome Streets dropped something this Friday called Kiss the Ring. So for all my Griselda fans, if you all like that type of sound and stuff, I believe that was Westside Gunn who produced that.
Okay.
It was cool. It was cool.
Damn, there's been so much good music. I forgot Benny the Butcher dropped this year.
But see, I think what had happened is that last year we really dealt with like the era of the mumble rapping. So it was like everybody's debut album was coming out last year. Yeah. A lot of mixtapes, a lot of singles and stuff like that. So it really just like flooded the music game. But coming towards Q4 of the hip hop, there's been a lot of great projects to come out where I think personally that they probably won't go appreciate it this year, but probably next year you'll be like, damn, like you remember when such and such came out?
Yeah, because we had a Joey album this year, Joey Badass. So he dropped a great album. Right?
It was dope. It wasn't 1999, but it was good. It was good.
I mean, I can't hold him to 1999. I was like, how old was he when he was like 19 or something like that? Or 18 when
that's true.
Came out?
He also had, what was it called? It was something called America or something. With the flag, his cover.
America's
like,
Badass.
I like that.
That was an amazing album. But he also said he was trying to stray away from like the super like conscious shit. Because he just really wanted to be on his storytelling shit, really.
Right.
So I can understand that. And what J. Cole, he dropped last year, right?
Yep, J. Cole was last year. I believe was that last year?
Was it last year?
Or was that the beginning of this year? Let me see. J. Cole.
Yeah.
I listened to that. Okay, it was last year. I did listen to that song 90 Proof that came out this weekend. I was not a fan.
I did not like it.
Yeah, it was.
I did not like it. I love Smino. I love his music, but the J. Cole was okay, but I don't think Smino really added anything to the song. He had that little hook run, whatever. I don't think he really had like a line per se into the song. I thought it was going to be more. Yeah, I think it was a wasted feature. I'm not gonna lie. Like they could have done a lot more with that song, but I didn't really like it. I'm sorry, my J. Cole fans and Smino fans. It just wasn't it. Now, who really is it? Which I don't feel like a lot of people are talking about is my boy Shelly, aka Drum.
Who?
You remember Drum? I like to cha cha.
No.
You don't know that song?
No.
Bro.
No.
Look, bro. Look. When you get in the car, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is what I want you to do, right? You're gonna search Drum, right? You're going to specifically Shelly FKA Drum, right? This is the album you're gonna go to. And now, if you have like a shorty in a car or whatnot, I'm telling you, this is the perfect vibe.
So you said Shelly?
Yeah, Shelly, aka Drum.
No, it's not that. Probably Drum.
Yeah, just type in Drum. There you go, right there. And,
that one. Okay.
Okay. I'm telling you, bro, it's a great album. It came out.
It came out last year.
He's supposed to be dropping something this year as well, so I'm on the lookout for that. But it's amazing R&B. Like on the album, he had Summer Walker in this album. He had Erykah Badu on here. He had her on here.
You said her?
Yeah, he had
fine
girl.
as hell. Fine
But
as
it's an
hell.
amazing album. You know, some of the highlights are Beautiful. Exposure, something about us. What is it? To Lay Down With. Yeah, it's an amazing album. And
Since we didn't have an episode last week, you know, our apologies. No, we not apologizing to y'all. We not apologizing to y'all. We had family shit to do last week.
We still want you to listen though.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, we had family stuff. We had to be with our families last week, so we were unable to record an episode for you guys. But last Friday, DJ Drama and Simba came out with an album, and that shit was fire. Fire.
It's a DJ Drama and who? Simba?
And Simba.
I didn't even realize. I didn't even know.
Boy. Simba on the come up, man. He had a lot of great features.
He had a lot of great freestyles, right?
For sure. DJ Drama, every time. I think anytime DJ Drama is on something, you know it's going to be a hit. I grew up on DJ Drama.
Talking his shit.
For sure. I grew up with him on Young Jeezy, Fab. What was it? What was Fabulous's? He had like 3. Sorry for the no one said that was Wayne. But damn, Fabulous had 3 mixtapes or whatever. It's like 3 of them babies.
See, I grew up with the Wayne and DJ Drama shit. That's like
yeah. Because for sure, all that. I mean, I just feel like when DJ Drama get on that track.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I mean, you saw the shit he did with Dreamville. I think that was like earlier this year.
Yeah, that was dope too. That's
one of my favorite songs right now. That song was it Stick.
Yeah.
That's why me getting me hype.
Yeah.
Flat in a car, you might do 90.
Hell no. Man, did you see that crazy shit with that sex offender? So
yeah. I didn't want.
Wasn't it Vice?
Yeah,
Vice did the interview, right?
It was a Vice. It was a Vice documentary, actually.
Yeah, you gotta get something out your beard, you know, on camera. I don't know if you eat ass and stuff, but you know, they're like little poop kernels in your stuff.
Oh, hell no.
Nah, man, I'm loving this board right now. I'm on this board.
Not that kind of munch.
You said I don't eat ass.
But nah, the thing with Vice was definitely crazy. There we go, right here, because I got the clip. Like I know it's fucked up, but the clip is hilarious as hell.
So wasn't it like he had an interview and he sent a dick pic, right?
Yeah, like when he left, he sent the producer a dick pic. And the funny thing is, the irony is this documentary is to highlight how, I guess, quote unquote, sex offenders after they've been like in prison and released, that they're still like unjustly treated by that prison system. So the irony in that is they're trying to highlight him as a good person who's trying to make his way in the world. But after that, he sent a dick pic to the producer unsolicited, which is crazy.
Yeah, I've heard like women say that all the time. I don't know if it's a woman or a man, but
we all not here in this world, and we all got to make it happen. It ain't nothing stopping. So like, I'm very hopeful and confident.
After this interview, Ashif sent a picture of his penis to our producer.
hey, don't forget, after you watch this interview, this guy right here sent a penis to.
But see, that's a question to have because, for one, basically advocates of prison reform say sex offenders are, like I said, unjustly punished even after being locked up. I believe in the same documentary, I forgot which state, I think it's in Chicago, basically as a sex offender, which basically means you did some type of sexually related crime, sexual assault, rape, things of that nature. Basically, like when you're released, and let's say you can't like find a place in appropriate housing that could house like a sex offender, because you can't be like close to schools or playgrounds and whatnot. If you don't find that and also find a job, you could end up going back to prison. So that's like one of the things this documentary was trying to highlight. But it comes to the question: do you think sex offenders can ever be placed back in a regular society? Do you think they could, I guess, quote unquote, be reformed and be back in that regular, let's say like a regular 9 to 5, or be in that neighborhood where there is like, if he is that kind of sex offender, where there is like a school 10 minutes away or wherever the case may be, do you think that could ever possibly happen, or do you think we should just like lock them up and throw away the key?
So we do have to be careful with our response on that, but how I look at that is it's two-sided. So if you are a sex offender, you go to prison or you go to jail. I'm not sure how it works, but when you are incarcerated, what programs are inside for you to deal with whatever your problem is?
Yeah.
And then on top of that, has it been proven that it's helped people when they do get released and stuff?
Yeah.
Now, as a civilian, I personally do appreciate when I do get like some mail notification, like, hey, such and such moved into your area, and it throws their face and stuff. It lets you know the address, and then it also lets you know what the type of crime. So I know for me, as well as for a lot of people, that does give them a form of safety. Like, okay, like, I'm glad that I do know this, and this person is in my area, and this is for someone that I need to look out for. But I don't know. Like, I don't think that's something for me to like have an opinion on.
Yeah.
Because even with it's a sex offender, and I'm not trying to say like it's the same thing, so I kind of want to be careful with my words, but when people go to prison for whatever it may be, are you still saying that, like, are you still sitting here saying that they could be reformed and placed back into society and not commit those crimes again?
Yeah. I think that's what we hope. We hope they can be reformed, but at the same point, do they have programs in prison to help them be reformed?
Yeah,
because it has to be like, bro, like, depending. And again, we're civilians. We don't know psychology. We don't know like every ins and outs of the law, whatever the case may be. So, depending on like, let's say it's like pedophilia and whatnot. Me personally, I don't care how much time you do, bro. I think you're weird, to be honest with you.
Yeah, because you would still, like, at the end of the day, you would still have that label placed on you, no matter how much time you did inside.
It's like, and that goes for any forms of being, I guess, a sexual offender, whether it's sexual assault, pedophilia, rape, whatever. Like, all of that is like major weird behavior to me. So, again, you would have to have some serious reform in prison, like some serious psychological help, because it has to be something like in your brain that is like missing for you to do those things, like with sometimes no remorse.
Yeah, for
it
sure.
It has to be something going on in your head, and if not, then your ass need to stay in prison. Like, your ass need to sit there, maybe not prison, maybe some psych ward or whatever the case may be, or some facility. I don't know. I don't know if they even have those.
And like a lot of people, like, because I think like, and it's very interesting that we called this episode, Sick and Twisted. There are people out there that will sit here when we talk about sex offenders, the fact, like, they've done things when it came to rape. Some people will be like, at the end of the day, like, you should never force a woman to have sex with you and she doesn't give you consent. Then you have the other sex offenders when they have done stuff with people that are underage, and then you'll be called sick and twisted and boom, boom, boom. So I think that with the sex offender more so, because it isn't an emotional thing, I don't think that people in general would give them like a pass if they would sit here and come back into the regular world of things. I think that's one of them things that and murder, I think those are those two things that people don't give a pass and say like, oh yeah, like they've been reformed, they've changed.
But I feel like people get a pass in murder like all the time, depending on how it went down. Like,
no, but I'm more so talking about it like, if you came into the shop and every single barber then killed somebody, you're not getting cut by that barber. Like, no.
I ain't gonna lie. There was one barber like I went to like a long ass time ago. He was like fresh out, and I was just trying to pay attention. Like, what was he fresh out for? I mean, he wasn't my barber, but he was just like in the shop. So I was just trying to like, I didn't want to ask questions, but I was just trying to pay attention to like, what did this nigga do? 'Cause I need to know. Like, I didn't even know what this man did for him to be up in here. But yeah, no, like you said, it is a tricky question. Probably not for us to really answer. Again, we're not psychologists. I don't know what happens in these like people's minds and whatnot.
Yeah, in the brain. And all
Yeah,
that stuff,
I have no idea because I know that sometimes could be an argument that okay, maybe there's like something missing, but sometimes, just like the title of this podcast, people are just sick and twisted, and they need to be locked up forever. I'm sorry, like it's really that simple.
Yeah, and that's a fact, man. That's a fact. Brett Favre, man.
Oh yeah, Mr. Brett.
Brett Favre, man. You tripping.
Oh, hell no.
And y'all know what we talking about. This man that stole money from the welfare. From the
For
welfare.
volleyball, bro.
For volleyball.
Volleyball facility at his daughter's college. First of all, have you seen like images of like the volleyball course or volleyball?
No, I didn't get a chance.
Whole, like big, like it has like kind of like a barn kind of field look to it, but it's like really big and fancy looking. First of all, it's volleyball. Like let's be honest. They really need that. Can they just get like a regular gym?
Hey, you got chill though. You got chill though. We may have a listener that's a very big advocate on the volleyball gang.
I mean, you can be an advocate, sure, but it shouldn't cost this much money. Like, how much money did it cost? I
I think it was like $5 million or something like that. Or something like that.
yeah,
It was
it was
something
like
crazy.
$6 million, some shit like that. $6 million for volleyball?
But it's just so you want to know what the bigger thing is at. So for you guys that don't know, Brett Favre and I believe what was it, a governor or a mayor or
yeah,
something?
it was like a mayor or something.
Like their text messages got leaked and stuff, and this information was out, but it went under the surface because they wanted to sit here and plaster the Boston Celtics coach, because it literally happened before. Like that news came out before, and they weren't sitting here touching it. And then when they did touch it, they gave it like a little 30-minute segment and stuff like that.
Yeah, that which is crazy because they were talking about the thing with Neil Long and whatnot, and that Celtics coach more than this.
Yeah, and I was just, I was crazy because I'm like, bruh, like at the end of the day, you took money from the welfare
On the
fund,
federal welfare dollar. That is crazy.
and we don't essentially know where welfare money truly goes.
Yeah.
But us being civilians thinking that it does go to help people, like that's just real low. And
And this was in Mississippi, the poorest state.
yeah, it is. If not the poorest, it's one of the poorest states within this country. And it was just unfortunate. And for me personally, I don't think they really care. I think it's a dope headline and stuff. And okay, we're gonna move past it.
Yeah, I don't think anyone cares, to be honest with you. Again, they care more about the whole Celtics situation than this. This is something you can actually go to prison for.
Yep.
Like, what was this? Like a white collar crime?
Yep.
I doubt he's going to see prison time. He's probably going to get fined, and I'm sure he's going to live his rest of his days with no problems. I mean, he's already rich, but yeah. I mean, I don't see that much coverage on it, at least not anymore. Again. Stealing from the poor is crazy.
And they probably looking at, and honestly, like, bro, and I'm just gonna keep it a buck. They probably looking at it like they're already poor. It's not much else we can do.
That's sad.
So who really cares? Like, we'll just sit here and, because probably in Mississippi they probably treat that volleyball stadium like as a monument. You know what I mean?
Shit, for damn near $5 million, you better.
Yeah, like
you better be using that thing. Yo, I swear, bro, if they're not practicing every day on the minute, if they're not acting like this like their Kobe year, whatever the case may be, if they don't have that Kobe mentality,
yeah, they ain't got the mama mentality.
they don't have the mama mentality in that marina facility, whatever. Look. First of all, they're already. Matter of fact, how do they even feel? Like, can they even use the facility right now? Like is it locked up?
Bro, I have no clue what's going on out there in Mississippi.
Low key, I feel like they should turn it into like community housing or some shit. I don't know.
But then it's more so, like you said earlier, where does the line cross? Like, is stealing money Is that really that big of an offense versus us slandering a man because he sat here and had relations with a woman outside of his engagement?
I mean, I would say this is the bigger offense because it affects millions, hundreds of thousands of people. Meanwhile, the cheating thing, I mean, that's their personal relationship.
Like that should happen every day.
Yeah,
yo.
it really does. Like,
Every day.
To be honest with you, we shouldn't even know about this. Like the whole Celtics thing, that really shouldn't even be a headline. Like they should have kept that internal. Like honestly, we did not need everyone's opinion on that. But
talking about sports, did you see this week where Tua?
That football player?
Yeah, Tua for the Miami Dolphins, man. Very scary tackle. A lot of you guys should know what I'm talking about because it's been all over Twitter. Even if you're not a football fan, you had to see this.
I'm not a football fan. I saw it on my timeline.
You know, he got slammed. He got slammed on the tackle. His head and neck was the immediate impact of the tackle. And there's a small clip where you see as if his fingers are like bending back and real frail and stuff. For you guys that don't know, last week was even crazy. He also suffered a hit by a defensive player where he fell to the ground, then he walked dizzy, then he collapsed. His teammates picked him up and brought him back to the sideline, where later he came back into the game and finished the game off.
That's crazy.
And to see it this past weekend when he played the Cincinnati Bengals on Thursday night, something that was just like very scary to see. And you know, now they're showing that he should have not actually played the Bengals game. One of the doctors got fired because they did have a lot of mishaps within their findings. And then also, like for me, and this is just how I look at it, is that football is already a dangerous sport where people need to consider the fact that, do we allow our children to play such a physical, egregious sport? Because not everybody can take the impact of people running with equipment super fast. When you break down football, it's speed to the ball. That's what they do. That's what they say. Practice to sit here and eliminate the threat who's the ball carrier or trying to invade the defender. And, you know, just to see that, like, it was just so crazy because I'm looking at it like, what if we see a football player die on national TV? That's just how I really, because it's just getting to that point. It's like they try to make the game a lot safer by switching up the way of the tackling, but then it gets broken down. So it's like, bro, these people, they're trained athletes running super fast to hit each other in the helmets, to hit each other in a certain body part where they may not ever even play the game again. And then on top of that, they may not even survive like a head injury. Like, that's just so crazy.
And even after they play the game, they have dealing with like concussion issues. What's that one thing? What's it, CTE?
The CTE, which is, but they only can really diagnose CTE once someone is dead, where they actually get a chance to study the brain.
Really?
Yeah, that's how CTE works. So,
would you let your kid play football?
Me personally, it would be something that I would have to consider. You know, I do think that parents should not force physical things onto children if they're not a physical child. Like, and that's just me. Like, but I will also have to be in agreement to the parents. But I think like a lot of these kids, I don't personally think that they should be playing football, because you just got to think about the impact of kids butting heads. Like,
that's true. So,
I mean, but you know, that's just my opinion on it. Parents, y'all gonna do whatever the hell y'all want to do. Ain't that right? Ain't that right? Lil Ray Ray gonna be out there.
I was gonna say, Lil Ray Ray, Lil Timmy, Lil Jaquan.
You know what I mean? That's my son.
Hey, he going to the league. He gonna carry the whole family.
He going to the league.
And that's the whole other thing. Like, they put a lot of pressure on these kids at like a super young
They
age.
5 years old, bro. We got, bro, right now in our city, they out here putting bets on Little League football.
Really?
Bets. They out here having fights, shooting up practices, shooting up games, because of bets on little kids. This is
I'm not
crazy.
surprised, 'cause I know my stepbrother. He got his kid in like little league football, and they be like taking that shit super serious.
Yeah, for sure.
Super serious. When I be seeing
Sideline
them,
betting and
yeah.
stuff.
But that's a whole other conversation. Putting pressure, using your kids as your way out is like a whole other topic. like because you have a lot of people who do that. Like whether it be in sports, entertainment,
Career paths.
career, whatever. They use their kids as their way out because maybe they couldn't make it, or maybe they took like the safe way.
Yeah.
And they want or put these high expectations on these little kids to make it out or get to a certain point so they could be like, yeah, that's my kid, or oh yeah, now you do this, now you gotta take care of me. Which is completely sad.
Yeah, for sure. Like even shoot, that's just so funny because it's like even like this just pivot. Luka Doncic is actually dealing with that.
Oh yeah.
Like Luka's mom is the one who owned the trademark of him, and she not giving that shit up. Like that's crazy to me.
Crazy. That's crazy. Because does she not understand? Like, if you were, that means she was probably a terrible parent. She probably think you're not gonna like look out for her. Because if you were a good parent, you would have no problem giving it up, and you would just automatically assume like, okay, you raised your kid good. He's not gonna leave you hanging.
Yeah, for sure.
He's gonna make sure you're straight. So that means maybe somewhere deep down, she's probably guilty about something. Or maybe with upbringing or whatever the case may be, she's probably guilty about something. It's probably why she doesn't want to give it up because she feels like he's not gonna look out for her.
Yeah, that's a fact. Did you want to talk about the Malika Andrews? Did you want to touch on that?
That was I mainly put that in there for context for the thing, but I've seen some of the video. I mean, basically what she was saying, she was trying to go at Stephen A. Basically saying that he was blaming the women involved, which wasn't the case at all. But yeah, that is a whole side of the story. We kind of touched on it earlier that we do have like, I guess, women thinking that, I guess that we're blaming the women involved, which for me that's not the case. Again, it takes two to have the entanglement, like I said earlier. So the fact that it takes two, we should hold both of them accountable, not just one person. Because we don't even know who the other person is.
Yeah.
Like, we don't even know the name. We don't know anything. Not that I care, but I'm just saying, if you're really going to put all the information out, put all the information out.
And it's like, bro, it's like, who really cares? Like, what's so crazy is that, like, with humans blow shit up like it's the first, well, pause. I don't want to say, like, humans go overboard with things as if it's the first time hearing things.
Yeah,
like, people cheat every day. People get divorces every day. People get alimony for something every day. Like, so for you to be shocked and like, oh my gosh, like, and I didn't really like how she tried to make the platform all about her and her sisters and stuff. Like I said earlier, wake up. People get cheated on. People have healthy relationships. People live long and have like long, healthy, loving marriages and stuff like that. But those are the things that you have to consider when dealing with another person. Like, it may not happen to you, but how it came off on her side, it kind of seemed like it happened to her a lot of times. Like,
that's what I was going to say. It probably happened to her, so she was probably coming from that point.
Like, you know what? This is my chance. I'm about to go crazy. Hey. Stephen A., I'm on your show. I'm about to shut shit down.
And speaking of, I guess we probably could, going back to music for a little bit, did you listen to the whole, like, the baby situation? Like,
I actually, like, and I was one of those people, like, I didn't download it. I didn't play it in the shop. I didn't listen to the baby. I did see how he did some, man, he just,
what did you think about that?
Like,
me personally, I think it's weird behavior.
I just look at it like, bro, you ain't getting no pussy. That's how I look at that. Or you probably miss her, where she probably curved you a certain way. She went on the Tory lanes and stuff, and you felt a little bit bitter. Because mind you, bro, like, what happened first? Was it the Tory Lanez and Meg situation, or was it when when the baby got in a fight with his child's mother? Which one happened first?
Like, talking about recently when he got in a fight with Danny Lay? Oh,
Yeah. What happened? Which one? Which was it? Was it the Meg and Tory
the
situation?
Meg and Tory situation.
So that happened first.
Yeah.
Okay. So okay.
Yeah, that happened first, and then, I mean, the baby and baby mom situation, that happened, what, this year, actually?
I can't even remember, bro. It just like, and that's the crazy thing, bro. It'd be so much drama, and then it's like we choose to keep up with it. Like it's cool, but it's like when you just look on the internet, it's like it's just so much drama being talked about, and especially when it comes to like our black people. Like we drama queens and drama kings. Like we the ones that the internet loves to talk about. Like
well, I could even like add to that. Like specifically with like the baby, like, I mean, his whole career was based on gimmicks. Like it was based on drama. Like there's usually something surrounding him, some type of event. Maybe he did some shit to somebody. He beat somebody up. Shit, he shot somebody, whatever, or someone around him passed away. But like it's all like built around like drama. And now that you take that away, because he's not in the light as much as he used to be, like, let's say, like 2020 or whatever, or 2021, because he was on the run. But now you take that away, it's like he's reaching to, you know, have something, you know, to go viral, or so people could have something to talk about so they can listen to his music, which is, I mean, it's definitely unfortunate.
right. I'm just saying, like, I'm more so looking at it like when we cut off doing things for attention? Like, because now it's really at the point where it's like, bro, we doing everything for views and likes.
Everyone doing everything for views.
What can be trending? Like,
everyone is doing everything for views, especially in entertainment. Like, if you ever pay attention, like if you want to use artists as an example, they do stuff for views. They get like millions and millions of views, but when it comes to like in-person interactions, or let's say when they gotta go on tour, well, they don't even tour like that anymore. But if they were to go to a tour, go to a venue, they can't even really book it.
Yeah.
Because no one sold, like, they haven't sold themselves to anyone.
Right.
They sold a viral moment and viral clip for the entertainment, for those, you know, quick likes. Because the streaming numbers, they be going crazy. TikTok numbers be going crazy. But nobody's showing up in person.
Just like I saw that Ice Spice little clip in Houston.
Yeah.
And she really came there just to say her single. And nobody was entertained. Then she started shaking her ass, and nobody was entertained.
Well, I
Like-
saw one, like, when she was, like, performing, and, like, no one was really fucking with it.
Yeah,
Until
they
it
were
was,
just
like, the
around.
hook, or until she was shaking her ass. This is when they were going crazy. But that's a whole other situation with Ice Spice. Like, she really came out of nowhere, at least from outside looking in. I'm not sure what she was doing before. I think she said, she was on the stream, I think she said her first viral moment, again, going back to viral moments, is when she did the Busted Challenge. You remember that? The Busted Challenge? Like, the song dropped, and, like, it'll be like a girl, you see, like, the silhouette, and, like, when the Busted, like, when the beat dropped, you just see them, like, shaking ass or something.
Oh, with the red, the red background thing and the shadow.
That's what she said. This is from her words. That's how she got, like, her first, like, high views, and her follower count started to go up. And then she dropped one song and some other song. I never saw it.
I watched a lot of them.
Yeah, I mean, I never saw it. This is the first time I'm hearing of it. But that's what she said. That's how she apparently, I guess, start to blow up on social media, and then started making music. But I realized something funny. Like, Ice Spice, she be looking tired of her own song. Like, if you ever see her like talk about it or perform it, like, she just be doing like the little TikTok little dances, the movements. But she just be looking tired of her own song, like, because she really can't rap for real. Like, let's be honest.
No.
She really can't rap. She just happens to make music, and one of the songs went viral.
Yep. And that's what, you know, nowadays it's just like it only takes one.
Yeah, really.
But then once you do get discovered, now you have to really, you know, tap into your bag.
Yeah, no, you definitely do. I mean, she said there's a remix coming. excuse me, I don't know who's on the remix, but I do think it's weird that she just popped off, and they're already having her. I mean, she didn't have like her own like stage for a festival. She was just on like what 5 Year Foreign's stage. Drake flew her out, and then unfollowed her after.
He's a menace, bro.
This nigga flew her out to Toronto. I think took her to a concert or some shit like that. And then apparently he like unfollowed her after that. So yeah, I don't know what happened with that. But it's just weird. Like I feel like every year, not even every year, every couple of months, we just see like a random artist like pop up like out of nowhere.
It all started with Designer, bro.
You think so? Yo,
It all started with Designer.
yeah.
Panda.
Man, he fell off. But he was mad at what EST.
Yeah. What did he charge him? He tried to charge him 70K or something like that.
I think it was more than 70K. I don't remember how much it was, but it was a
Yeah, he was.
a
But
big
he was
number.
pissed at the end
He
of
was
the day.
mad. It was crazy. It was the quickest beef ever. He was mad that he came back with like, oh yeah, I apologize.
Yeah.
And he came back mad at like the fans. I'm like, you put the video out there. Like, if you can't afford the price, don't pay it. Get somebody else in the song.
What else was I about to say? What were you like? Did you watch any movies, any series this week outside of? Well, you said you didn't see Dahmer, so
Yeah, no, I didn't see Dahmer, but I saw, the new horror movie Smile.
yeah, you saw that last night, right?
Yeah, I saw it last night. It's an amazing movie. I like to consider myself a horror movie connoisseur. I love horror movies, honestly. I try to go out of my way to get scared. It just never works. But Smile, that shit did it for me. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't terrified or anything, but like it is a horror, but it has that psychological aspect of it. So once you get that, it has like an airy feeling to it. Like it really does. Like if you gotta watch it. Like I can't give too much details out, else I'm just gonna be spoiling the movie. But it really messes with your mind. You're really watching someone unravel in front of you. Like it's really crazy. And have you ever seen The Boys?
Amazon original.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got my boy in there, A-Train.
They got A-Train in there.
I can't. Every time I see him, I can't take him seriously.
Bro, A-Train is funny.
All I picture is A-Train. But yeah, no, I saw Smile. It's a great movie. I know. I saw Don't Worry, Darling. I saw that.
Okay.
Like the weekend before. That was more like a psychological thriller. I highly recommend people watch that. A lot of people didn't like it in terms of reviews. I'm not sure why. I think it was a really good, compelling story with everything they had going on in it. Again, I don't want to give too much details, but there's that. Series-wise, I just started, Cyberpunk the game.
Yeah, I started watching that series as well.
I'm only on episode 1. But episode 1 was first couple minutes was crazy. I saw titties was already in my face. I was like, what was going on? But I saw that. Right now, I know Hocus Pocus 2 came out. I haven't seen that yet. I believe that's on Disney Plus. But yeah, for the most part, yeah, I've seen Smile and Don't Worry, Darling.
Okay. What's I about to say to you? So Cyberpunk, that's a dope little series. I think that's a 10 episode. That's on Netflix for you guys that don't know. It is like a cartoonish thing. I actually have the game too. I played it for like 10 minutes, but that was it was about an hour. It was pretty cool, but this was before they did the major updates on Xbox and stuff for the game. So actually I heard that currently I think they done sold 22 million copies of Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah, that game was
What else did I watch? So last night I did watch the new episode of Lord of the Rings series, Rings of Power. Of course, been staying up on House of Dragon. It's getting crazy. Can't wait for tonight's episode.
I gotta start. Yo, can I watch House of Dragons without watching?
No,
Game
you
of
cannot.
Thrones? But it's like.
Did he just ask that, guys? He just really asked that. Oh my gosh.
Oh, hell no!
But I thought it was like before, like it's like
It is
prequel,
before,
though.
but you have to know
I have to
about the
know?
families.
Okay.
That's more so like the families is within Game of Thrones, because certain parts within certain seasons explain to certain houses and why
Gotcha,
they have
gotcha.
feuds and all this stuff. So House of Dragon was one. Saw Dimer finish that up this week. What else did I watch? I did watch Matrix Resurrections again. That was pretty
Okay,
cool. Let me open up my Netflix app because
Hey, low key, I don't know. This is about the 10th, maybe more than that. I've been watching this. Is Avatar, Last Airbender. I don't know why I've been watching it,
classic.
but I always watch it. I love the show.
A dope series I started watching last night. I actually watched it before, but it's like a docu episode series.
Yeah,
It's called The Mind Explained.
Mind Explained.
Yeah. So the first episode I watched was called How to Focus. And that was a pretty intriguing episode. It was more so talking about how we're easily distracted by something else.
Yeah,
Like we can't stay focused on one thing. We'll grab our cell phone, we'll answer a phone call,
Yeah.
and they were just talking about, they were talking about that. So that was pretty fire in my book. Also started watching season 2 of what's it called? Inside the World's Toughest Prisons. They just recently put out season 6. So that was pretty cool. Like I said, Cyberpunk, Rush Hour is back. Rush Hour 1 through 3 is back on Netflix. What else did I watch? I also watched Tekken. So Tekken is on Netflix. It is like an anime cartoon, and that's fire.
that's it.
Yeah, Tekken is fire.
They just put Rush Hour on Netflix. I just saw that they put Rush Hour. I don't know if they have all of them, but I saw. Rush
Yeah,
Hour
1 through 3.
They
Yeah,
have all
yep.
of them. Okay.
1 through 3 is on there. Yep. So because I was watching number 1 yesterday.
Yeah, Netflix really. I ain't gonna lie, they desperate right now. But I also saw Deadpool 3 was announced.
Yeah,
with Hugh Jackman.
that's pretty dope.
Reprising the role of Logan Wolverine.
With the classic Wolverine outfit.
Oh, he is.
The
I
blue
see.
and the
I didn't
yellow.
see, like wait, was there a trailer? I saw what's his name, Ryan Reynolds, like talking about it. I'm not sure if they had like a trailer with that.
There wasn't like a Deadpool 3 trailer,
At least-
but it was Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman sitting on the couch and stuff
Yeah.
talking about it. So
That should be interesting. And I mean, you already know I'm probably gonna say this like every episode until it happens, and I'm counting down Black Panther's around the corner. Like I've had this on the note for months. But yeah,
Hocus Pocus 2 dropped,
Hocus Pocus
right?
2, yeah, it dropped. I haven't seen it yet.
I didn't hear good things about Hocus Pocus. What I did hear is that they were reaching.
Really?
Yeah, they were reaching. The acting didn't add up with the storyline. The storyline was kind of cheesy and stuff, more like kid driven.
That's how I felt about that Thor movie.
You said the Thor.
Yeah, that's how I felt about the Thor movie. Basically.
Yeah, I like I said, I think Thor was a good movie. I just think it was kid driven.
Yeah.
I think they kind of like put that more on the safer side.
Nah, I can see that. I can see
What
it.
else we got?
I mean, it's horror movie season. I don't know.
Mhm.
There's
I
supposed
wa-
to be a couple things coming out, right?
Yeah, so I
Halloween.
watched Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That's on Netflix as well with Trey Songz. That when gets died off so crazy. You're right. Halloween ends. That's October 31st.
I still gotta see the second to last one.
Okay. Halloween Kills.
Yeah,
That one?
I didn't see it. I don't know. I mean, I've heard so much about it. I felt like I saw it because I've heard so much about it. But yeah,
That's
I
crazy.
stopped to see that before I see this one. Damn, they made that movie quick as hell. I feel.
Mm-hmm.
The other one came out. Was it last year?
It wasn't like I think it was 2 years ago.
2 years ago? I
think it was 2 years ago.
I don't know why I felt like it was last year.
But it's pretty, bro. It's pretty easy to make a like when we have Freddy Krueger, we
Yeah.
have Jason, we have Chucky, we have Halloween. It's so and even Scream, it's so easy to make a number 4, a number 5. Like a new Scream is coming out next year, which is so crazy to me that they still
is.
pushing this. Yeah, because I think Halloween comes out October 31st, I believe. That's
Yeah.
the same date as my dog Smoke's birthday. We're
okay.
gonna celebrate. We're gonna turn up, bring on some dog strippers. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We're gonna bring his birthday in.
That was crazy. That was also something I saw. Like, was it last week?
What? Dog strippers?
No, not dog strippers. I don't know if did we talk about this. It was like in like some like Asian country, like in like a retirement home. Like they brought like a stripper.
Oh yeah, I saw
to the
that.
retirement home.
I saw
Like
that.
people were mad, but I'm like, damn, old homies got, you know what I mean?
If I get old
Nothing going on, so you might
and
as
I'm
well
in
treat 'em.
there, she can come and see me anytime.
But no, there's supposed to be like a lot of horror movies coming. Okay, there we go. All right, so yeah, like we already said, Halloween ends.
You already said smile drop.
Smile. Oh, I see. What is this? Oh, I did. Pray for the devil. I think I saw.
Pray for the devil?
Yeah, pray for the devil.
Would
I
you
mean,
pray? You ever pray
I
for
would
the
not
devil?
pray for the devil, but
They say he came from heaven.
I mean, if you want to get technical, he is a fallen angel. But I wouldn't pray for that, man.
God said that we should forgive all.
Hey, look, y'all can forgive all, but that ain't gonna be me, my guy. You know what I
Ain't gonna
mean?
be
Not
big
gonna be me.
sway.
Not gonna be me. You ain't gonna have no demons in my house. But yeah, I saw that. I don't remember what the trailer looked like, but it should be a good little, you know, season for horror movies. It's been kind of, you know, slow for like good horror movies.
I just hate how horror movies nowadays are like PG-13. I don't see how a horror movie could be PG-13.
Yeah, I mean, it really should be R, but let's be honest, it's really marketing. PG-13, a lot more people could see a PG-13 movie than an R-rated movie.
Yeah.
I mean, that's literally the only reason they do that. They like try to play the fence with the PG-13 rated R situation.
Did you sneak into like rated R films growing up? At the theaters? I did.
Like, the funny thing is though, when I saw Smile, I helped someone. Like,
Hey.
Like I was like, shit, I'm gonna look out. It was me and my girl. We were there. It was like two little jits, two little youngins,
Two little youngins.
two little high schoolers.
Young love.
There was like, oh yeah, they, basically they had cash. They weren't letting them buy the ticket because it was rated R. They didn't have any IDs on them. So they was like, yo, can y'all take this money and like buy the tickets for us? And you know, me personally, I ain't give a fuck.
Right.
My girl was like, yeah, sure. So you know, we looked out, and so happened they were seeing the same movie, same theater auditorium as us. So I mean, we bought all 4 tickets. This is last in. I don't know if you've been to the AMC at Easton recently.
What they do? They switch up something?
Them securities, bro,
Yeah.
they moving.
They got
moving like
full blown
military.
units over there.
Like I don't know if you've seen them. Like these niggas, bro. I'm talking about these niggas like damn near 6'5". These niggas look like they should be in the league.
Bouncers. They got full blown bouncers at the
Like
mall.
you know, like when you watch like military movies and they always get like the big dude who's like in the background who's ready to beat everybody up. That's what they got there, bro. I'm like, what you got going on? Homie had on his vest, had on his boots. And I don't know what was going on that day. It's like everything was pop out because the youngins were still around. Like they was chasing some youngins down. It was a whole bunch of shit going on at the same time. I
Yeah,
was
shit
like,
been crazy, bro. I mean, people been acting up at these malls in the city, man. You know, you've had shootings, fighting.
yeah.
I mean, it's been crazy. Like,
All them Kia boys, boy, y'all better be careful because
I'm thinking about, bro, what the kid boys gonna do in the winter?
Shit.
They jacking snowmobiles.
I was about
and
to say they like them snow trucks.
shit. They take it off the grip. What's it called? The shovel off the snow truck.
Boy, just imagine the Kia boy in the snow truck. Bro. we got snowstorm. I was like, oh yeah, we're down in the snow truck. You know? We ain't gonna be coming to your neighborhood because the Kia boy stole our truck.
That's
They're
crazy.
doing donuts in the interstate.
Think about if they hit the suburbs. Like, hold on, you telling me that
Man,
we can't get our snow plowed because the kid boys? They're gonna be called the plow boys in the wintertime. Plow
man,
boys.
the plow boys. Hey, you gotta get somewhere somehow. You feel me?
Yeah. What else, man? What else? We got anything?
What else we got? I mean, we got a little couple things like we got that young Miami situation. You know,
Talking about she gonna be the next Oprah. That's what's up.
She wanted
If that's
to be
her
the-
dreams, that's her
specifically
heights.
the next black Oprah, and you know people took offense to that.
Is she talking about like that as far as like money?
She was saying black. I think people the thing when they say something like that, like Black Oprah, I think they're trying to say like Black Oprah didn't appeal to the quote unquote traditional black crowd, which then begs the question: what do you?
That is right in the
Yeah.
very beginning, yeah. Because that's like, I mean, that was like her audience.
But that begs the question: are you saying that the traditional black crowd has to be a quote unquote like ghetto raunchy crowd? It can't be sophisticated and uptight? Because I mean, we could play both sides. You feel me? That's what I'm saying. Like, are you trying to say that's all we are? Which I would hope that's not what she's saying. I don't think that's what she was saying, but that's basically the argument that they were having on Twitter. You know how Twitter is. A lot of people love to debate. But yeah, she said she wants to be the next Black Oprah. You know what I mean? Which I hope, you know, she's doing her podcast stuff. So, you know, hopefully she does something with it. What else do we have here? We already touched on Mr. The Baby. I heard YNW Melly is being accused of teaming up
one of his
with one of
lawyers.
his lawyers to plot a prison escape.
Hell yeah.
How would that work? I don't know. If it's true, I don't know. And these are just quick takes, guys. We have Chief Keef responding to Charlemagne, basically saying that he wasn't an influential rapper
Of his time,
of
yeah.
his time, which it's not true.
That was crazy.
Because when Chief Keef came out, I was in high school, and bro,
I don't even think Chicago would be Chicago.
Chicago would not be Chicago without Chief Keef. We would not know half of these people. Like Chief Keef ran to all these, like there would not be any Lil Durks of the world. Like,
Right.
like there wouldn't be any what's that dude's name?
Ooh, we got G Herbo.
G Herbo. We have homie who passed away.
FBG.
Yeah, it was what's his name? Lil Durk's homie.
That's not Tuka.
I forgot his name.
Oh, Vaughn.
Yeah, Vaughn.
Vaughn,
We have a lot of people who came after Chief Keef. I forgot who came before Chief Keef. What's his
That's what I don't even know. Besides Kanye.
Oh, hell
But
no.
yeah, to act like Chief Keef wasn't influential is crazy. Because in high school, first of all, we in Columbus, Ohio. We had a bunch of, at least in my high school or in my surrounding areas, we had a bunch of niggas trying to act like Chief Keef. Like,
Yeah, bro.
trying to act like they were about it like that.
What was that? 2012, 2017?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
that was
that's
an
crazy.
interesting time. Here we
Nick
go.
Cannon.
Nick Cannon, 10th child. 48 hours after NBA YoungBoy also welcomed his 10th child. I believe Nick Cannon has an 11th child coming on the way later this year.
Crazy.
I don't know why he's having all them kids with these people.
I mean, extend his legacy. I mean, he got the money to do it. You know,
Yeah.
People's only argument would just be the availability.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like you
That's
can
only people's
extend your
argument.
legacy, but extend it, you know, within in a bubble, like a bubble you can control. Ain't no possible way you could have all that time with all of the career things that Nick Cannon does to have 10 kids, different baby moms. I don't know how many baby moms, but to have 10 kids by different women, there's no way you could have that much time to actually be there actively as a parent.
It's a lot of birthday
There's
parties,
a
bro.
lot of birthday parties. The fact that it's different women, there's a lot of different mindsets you have to deal with. There's going to be a lot of different household situations you have to deal with because I'm pretty sure they're living with the women. And I also heard a case like one of the women she was complaining that she was asking for money or something like that. I don't know what she was doing.
Crazy.
So,
What else we got? We already talked about No Nut November.
we already- You touched.
Shout out to all you all that's participating in that. And if you're not participating in that, shout out to y'all too. You know what I mean?
This was kind of. Oh wait, this was kind of old. People probably already saw this. A Chick-fil-A employee, ran to help a woman with a baby who was being like carjacked. Like
Nah, I didn't see that.
you didn't see that? Like he dead. Like he ran in and like tackled this man and everything. And you already know Chick-fil-A got the best customer service. You feel me? So the fact that he took a robber down is crazy.
I just hate that they closed on Sundays.
Sunday, yeah. I'd be mad as hell. Like Sunday, you've been thinking like, I don't feel like cooking. Maybe I could get like a quick little Chick-fil-A, but then you remember it's Sunday,
Yeah.
and then that's tough. We had these two new things. Apparently, there's a new plane called the Hypersting that could possibly bring you from London to New York in 80 minutes instead of 8 hours. This plane travels about 2,500 miles per hour.
Bruh.
Would you ever hop on that flight?
No.
You wouldn't?
No.
For real?
Because what if an engine blows, bro?
Shit. Hopefully, it still get you there fast enough. You
Bruh.
might crash land fast. I don't know. But
That's scary.
apparently, this is what it looks like.
What's Twitter saying about
People were reacting hilariously.
it? Yeah, bro. Think about your stomach.
We both
Think
got
about your
some
stomach, bro. You done lost 20 pounds
Oh, shit.
in 80 minutes.
That is crazy, bro. Dude, look, to be honest with you, I mean, I don't know if I would go on that flight. I'm pretty sure the tickets would be crazy. I would assume. It sounds like you're on a rocket ship, damn near.
That is a rocket ship, probably.
Damn near. And then we have a situation that recently been, going viral.
What's
It was,
this?
it was just like a random road rage situation in Houston, which begs the question.
Oh, I
don't
saw
know if you
that.
ever saw this.
Yeah, missed that, though.
Like, she really came up, hit his car.
That's the worst, though.
Yo, they're going crazy.
You ever see the movie Unhinged, bro?
Oh, with
Russell Crowe?
I haven't.
This is why I, like, after seeing that, I would
Five
never
on
talk
top of
in
you.
traffic because it's like, you don't know what could
That's what I'm
potentially be going
saying.
through somebody's mind.
That's what I was gonna ask. What was your?
That dude killed her whole family and her friends.
Or, I mean, that being said, have you ever had like a really bad road rage like moment?
I haven't, bro. I keep myself in check on the freeway, bro. I've got told that I drive like a grandpa.
Really?
Yeah, but I just don't like. I wouldn't want to mess up my car. I wouldn't want to mess up somebody else's car.
You never got the urge to just,
The fastest I drove was 130 miles per hour, but that's like
What
putting
was
in
you
sports
driving?
mode.
That same car?
Yeah, I had open road. Some of the parts I had to get in and out, but
But how long were you driving for 130 miles per hour? Like
it's probably like 2 miles.
2 miles. Okay.
You know, so yeah, some of us like driving fast for that adrenaline, but at the end of the day, you still want to make sure that
Oh yeah, no.
you're being considerate of other people on the road.
Yeah, definitely. Because I mean, when you get in an accident, I mean, it's not only you that you're affecting. Look, this part where we got 10% or 20%.
Okay, we had 10%. Yeah, it looked like that. We about to end this episode though. Our battery dying and stuff, so we do appreciate you all listening and hanging with us so far.
No, definitely. And I feel like before I even go, I feel like I have to play this clip out of respect because it's going viral.
I can't date no white man because I'ma kill him if he say nigga and I'm not playing at all.
I don't know why. I don't know why that's so funny to me.
Who was that?
It's some new,
Oh my God!
it's some new artist. Oh, shit, I can't open it that way. It's
Dang.
it's some new artist, bro. Fucci. I've been seeing that shit everywhere on Twitter and TikTok. So, like she said, she can't date no white man.
That's crazy. Oh, that's crazy. Pray for
I
her.
had to leave y'all with that one, man.
All right, though. Appreciate you all watching today's episode. Make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube
Yeah, for sure.
as well as Spotify and Apple Podcasts. If you guys have any comments about today's episode or just things that you all even heard or just questions that you want to know answers to, make sure to leave them in the comment section below. Don't forget to give us a like,
Thumbs
and a
up.
5-star thumbs up, all that good stuff that helps us get discovered.
Hit the noti bell.
The noti bell for sure. What else we got? We are, like I said, we're at 300 listeners so far. So appreciate you all support. And until the next episode.
Again, double that to 600. You feel me?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. We forced out Steph. On today's episode. So, but yeah, I think he did a good job, man. I was on this soundboard going,
Oh, hell no!
What's up? Oh hell no.
Going crazy.
Okay. Okay.
Y'all know what it is. We gonna see you all in next week's episode. Peace out. Be
Peace out,
good
yo.
and be smooth.